We talked a bit about off camera about the American human rights activist, Jamil Al-Amin.
Jamil Al-Amin, yeah, free Jamil Al-Amin. And there's an organization. I'll post it on the site. I'll make sure you guys have it to post too. Jamil Al-Amin is formerly known as H. Rap Brown. You know, some say he gave us the rap. I want people to Google these people you hear me name and talk about. He was convicted of killing 2 sheriff's deputies, but there's a lot of evidence to say he's not the one that did it. There's even people that are saying he's not the one that did it, that are known and close to the scene. I say this because this means a lot. Former Mayor Andrew Young, who was a confidant of Dr. King and organized with Dr. King, has also called for the freedom of Jamil Al-Amin.
Right.
Jamil Al-Amin is still alive. He's getting older. They have him all the way out, I think, in Arizona. I've talked to his son. He could come home. He could come home because he's old. They could grant him some kind of clemency to come home and spend his final years. They could try to exonerate him of the crime, but if that takes too long, let's just get him home. Whoever becomes president next, I think that part of our focus as Black society should be repaying some of the people that have put a penance in for us, that have made sacrifices, that have been martyrs. Every martyr didn't die. You know, Mumia Abu-Jamal is still alive. Leonard Peltier, Native American organizer, is still alive. Mutulu Shakur got to come home, but he got to come home in enough time to spend a few months with his family and die. We should allow these people the dignity of being around family when they die, not in a supermax prison in 23 hours. Jamil Al-Amin, as H. Rap Brown, moved to Atlanta, started a mosque in the West End, cleaned up an area that was riddled with drugs and violence, created a community where not only Muslims, but regular everyday Black folks would be in that community and feel safe and feel cared after. When I talk to that brother, man, he calls me about twice a month, sometimes more. The first thing he says, "Assalamu alaikum, brother Mike. Walaikum assalam again in return." He said, "Have you read your surah?" He'd give me an assignment, Surah 12. So if y'all out there now, just go online, read Surah 12 in the Quran. But he says, "Is there anything I can do for you?" I say, "Man, you've done enough. You fought for my freedom. You fought the U.S. government. You came home, fought with other Black folks that wanted to be Scarface and made sure we had a clean community. I'm gonna spend the rest of my time, or your time here, fighting for you. I would like for you to be free. I'd like for you to be able to return to Atlanta, to return to the community that you helped to grow in the West End, and to return to the love and embrace of your friends and family." So I just like to say, Black people, as we fussing and fighting and arguing over who's submissive, who dominant, who this and who that, and let's spend some time fussing and fighting on the behalf of somebody who's put in the work for us.
Absolutely.
Because I think that that's something we could do. I talked to Miss Kathy Hughes of Radio 1, and she talked about us being enough in this country. If 1 million of us just gave $10 a month toward the people who have put in the work for us, toward the people who are like Assata Shakur in exile now in Cuba, who's taking care of them? It took the owner of Little Caesars to pay Rosa Parks rent her last few years of life, and if we don't have to be like that. So in our arguing and in our trying to figure out who the new leaders are, let's make sure we're taking care of our old leaders. So for me, you know, I know a lot of the brothers from the woke and activist community and stuff, you know, if they don't know me personally, they may be suspicious of me for whatever reasons, but I know Brother Kalanji of RBG, who's organizing right here in Atlanta, you know, every single day. I know that brother loves and respects me, and I know he's one of the brothers that got me and Tip and Trey, New Face, aware that Jamil Al-Amin needs to be free. So that's the mission I'm on, and that's the mission I would like for Atlanta and beyond to be on. These people that have served 50, 60, 70 years in prison, that are 70, 80 years old now, they don't have to be in a maximum security prison anymore. They should be allowed to come home. The same way when we invade these other countries, we are free their leaders because we know it'll calm and quell the people in some of the rebellion. We should be demanding that at home. These people have served their time.
And they're not a threat to society.
They're not a threat to society anymore. The most they can do is inspire a Black person to know I can, I must, I will. So I want to see that brother free, and I'm going to yell it from the highest mountaintop to the lowest valley, and I would challenge any politician that's running to be a part of the campaign to free Jamil Al-Amin, bring him home and let him be amongst his family in his last days.
Absolutely.